integrity over everything. Service before self. Excellence everywhere. You get to choose what you're going to be an overbeliever in. All right, here we go. I got 2 words for you today. 2 words, here they are. Secret sauce. Secret sauce. Let me tell you something true, friends. If you want to reach your goals in the classroom, in sports, and in life, you want to be the first in your family to go to college. You want to break a cycle. You want to one day get that business. You want to get into that school, into that trade. If you want to reach your goals, you've got to understand this very simple truth. There is no shortcut to your success. That you cannot jump 20 years in 20 minutes by finding some hack or something. That the only cheat code that there is, the only secret sauce that exists to get you from where you are to where you want to be is hard work and consistency. This sense that you will show up and give the very best of you to whatever is in front of you, day after day after day, when you don't feel like it, when you don't want to, when the work is harder than you thought it would be, when it's going to take longer than you thought it would, when the progress is slower than you expected it to be. In those moments, when anybody else would have given up and quit, when everybody else would have said, there must be a different way, you keep showing up because you know that the cheat code, the secret sauce, is consistency. Showing up day after day, giving your best. Because what happens when you show up day after day is 1 turns to 2, and 2 turns to 4, and 4 turns to 8. And the reps that you get, the experience that you get going through adversity, the experience that you get working through the weight room, the experience that you get in learning how to learn something new, those things are compounding. That means that they build upon each other. It's a cumulative knowledge. And so the work you did in 7th grade, well, that becomes the foundation for what you do in the 8th grade. And the work you do in the 8th grade becomes the foundation for the work you do in the 9th grade. And the further you finish, the better work you do today, the further up you get to start tomorrow. You see, there is no secret sauce besides hard work and consistency. But we live in a world that wants us to believe that we can shortcut our way to our goals, that we can find some 20-minute hack, do a little bit of work and get all of the reward. That we think if we look like LeBron, we'll play like LeBron. If we have the best equipment, then we'll be the best player. And because of that, there are many people who are running around with a $1,000 bat and a $10 swing. And you see, friends, I want more for you than that. When you set a goal that is worthy of you, it will always be harder and take longer to reach than you thought that it would. It will always cost more than you thought it would cost. Because you see, adversity has a way of finding its way into you reaching your goals. And that's not a bad thing. It's actually a gift. Because as you work through adversity, as you work through things were not supposed to be this way, you learn that which you did not know you needed to know. And as you learn that, you become more fully the kind of person that reaches the goals that you have. But you have to keep showing up day after day after day. Because if you don't show up, then you miss that day's work. You miss that day's lessons. And therefore you will miss that day's growth. You want to reach your goal. The only secret sauce is hard work and consistency. And yet people will tell us, listen, if things aren't going well where you are, then just quit and go somewhere else. Just quit on your team, quit on your school, and call it transferring. Call it, well, I'm gonna go because this has got a better academic program for me. And you can make up whatever excuse you wanna make up, but you can never quit your way to success. You can never quit your way to your goals. Don't buy the lie that the grass will be greener somewhere else. The grass will be greener where you water it. The place that you make the big time will be the big time. Don't fear competition. Don't fear competing for, fighting for your spot. Because in the process of fighting for your spot, what you really end up fighting for is the right to reach your goals. And if you miss that fight, then you do not get qualified to reach your goals. That we buy the lie that I can compartmentalize myself. And I can say, hey, I have this goal over here and I can work really hard at my goal on the field, but I can compartmentalize. I don't have to work hard in the classroom because the classroom doesn't matter to my goal on the field, when nothing could be further from the truth. And yet some of you say, Mac, you say this and you tell me this, but I'm good in the classroom and I'm good on the field. And yet some of you still, even though you're good here, you compartmentalize your weekend character. And when the weekend hits, you start smoking on the vape like a fool. You start doing stuff, putting stuff in your body, doing stuff with people that you would never ever want to project out loud, admit to. You do it in the dark, thinking what happens in the dark stays in the dark. But listen, that's just as much a lie as it is saying that I can shortcut my way to success. Listen, what happens in the dark always comes to the light. Part of the work, the hard work of this, the consistency of the secret sauce is showing up even in those moments when your character is put to the test. You see, we find this lie present that I am somehow entitled to my success, and that when I'm not getting the praise, when I'm not getting the recognition that I deserve, when things are taking longer than I thought they would, you know what, I ought to throw in the towel and go somewhere that I'm appreciated. But hear this, friends, and this is maybe the most important thing I'll say in this video. You are not owed your goals. You are not owed them. Like, you are not owed same-day shipping on your goals. If you are going to reach your goals, if you are going to get there, it's going to be because you have earned them by doing the hard work, showing up day after day after day. And the question is not, can you one-click your way there? Can you hack your way there? The question is, are you willing to do the day after day empty gym work? Where no one praises you, where no one knows you, where you get humble because you learned something that you didn't know before. You get put and knocked down. Are you willing to do the work when you're at rock bottom and to let rock bottom be the foundation from which you build upon to reach your goals? The question is, are you willing? But friends, here's what I want you to hear. You are worth that hard work. You are worth putting in the effort. You are worth going through the adversity. You are worth learning the lessons. You are worth showing up and pushing past your quit. You are worth showing up to the difficult moments. You are worth not just getting the right stuff, but earning and having and building the right stuff from within. You are worth it. And the day you choose to believe that is the day that you choose to access the secret sauce of all success. When you know you're worth it, you do the hard work and you keep showing up long after your motivation has gone to bed. You keep working. And so when you step on that field, when you get in that classroom, when you get to the house and in the game of life, listen to me. Your goals are achievable if you do the hard work and keep showing up. So listen, I don't know what those goals and dreams are, big or small, short-term or long, but I do know this. If you want to find success in the game of sports, in the game of life, well, it's not complicated. It's as simple as 2 words. You got to have the secret sauce. Let's have a good one today.